What's going on, people? How you doing? Sorry about that. I was looking at this thing. I'm smoothing out right now. I know you see a whole bunch of things going on in the background. Let me move it a little bit towards this way. You can see me a little better because I got a light now and everything. And anyway, good morning. Actually, good afternoon. Friday afternoon. Time is going by crazy fast. um, You know what it is. It's Friday. It's like I said, you listening to me. I respect the fact that you guys are listening to what I have to say. And all my new subscribers, I'm loving it. Being as though your boy is growing as a YouTuber, very slow, but hey, everything works genuinely to the best of the ability that you give it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm doing. But again, you see the topic. It's called struggle versus building relationships. And this is a topic that I seen from a young lady, a celebrity, Draya, beefing with, I guess the woman name is Megan Thee Stallion. And it's a typical thing that, a lot of us, Black Americans or, Black people in general, people of color, I should say, we go through. We go through the situation where, people want the struggle love versus, more than they do the building relationships, I should say. The struggle relationships more than the building relationships. And, I've been, reading a story about Draya and Megan Thee Stallion and this thing with this Tony Lanes. And it's a trickling effect, and it's a bad thing on society to me because these grown women like Drea, 35 years old, two kids with two different baby fathers. Um, it's like people want, it's like these people they put forth for us to look, for us to worship, to want to be like or what have you. And they know how this society is. They're going to worship all that. All these young ladies that's fatherless, all these young boys that's fatherless, they're going to think they need to be in a struggle relationship more than they need to be in a building relationship. And if you're a man or a woman that wants high value relationships that will build into trust, build into everything that's genuine, everything that's healthy, you know, you're not gonna get it. I'm just gonna give it to you bluntly. And if you will do get it, uh, you know, I wish you all the best because you really want to stay in that type of relationship. That struggle relationship that the girl Drea, I hope I'm pronouncing her name correctly, and Megan Thee Stallion. They they might not. They always talk about they need a real man and need this and need that, and they always pick the relationships that they're gonna fight with the person. They're gonna, they're going they're gonna go through so much hell with the person, and then they on to the next struggle relationship. You understand what I mean? And with this said, like with her, the comments that she said that she wants a man like will make Megan Thee Stallion get on her. She wants a man that's gonna hold her in the car, or the whole situation with Megan Thee Stallion and Tony Lanes. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. She want that relationship where it's violence. Uh, it's a bunch of bullshit going on that's not building anything. The only thing that's building is bitterness. Believe me, as a young man, I've been in those relationships where it was tough sledding. You know what I mean? I've been in that relationship you will where you felt like stuff like you felt like when it gets good, it's great. But when it gets good, no. Every day as you grow into an adult mentally, because again, I know people that's freaking what you like in their 40s and 50s, late 30s, still going through that struggle relationship. So it don't have nothing to do with how old you are. It's how right in the mind you are. And Draya and all these other celebrities that do a lot, that speak on struggle relationships being a good relationship. They know these fatherless families. I mean, when I say fatherless, I'm not talking about a dude that don't know his his tailbone to his knee bone. Can't even lead himself, let alone children that he has. I'm talking about a high value father that's teaching his son and daughter how to value themselves. And that's the problem in our society. You know what I'm saying? This mainstream media, the super liberal mainstream media got all these celebrities telling your daughter and your son that it's easy access to social media on any smartphone that you have. It's easy access. You know, they're telling all these young people to be in these struggle relationships instead of building relationships. And I tell all young men, you can't do what Tory Lanez, people like that, are doing to these women. You have to understand that most of you have no money, most of you have no lawyer, most of you don't have no fine money to give to the system. So why would you want to be in a relationship that's going to be built on violence, built on destruction? Why would you want to do that? Because you see it all the time. You think it's cool, and when you're under the age of 21, 25, whatever, I can understand. Being as though you shouldn't be in these relationships at all. Because I'm going to tell you right now, when I was 21, 22 years old, I was in a relationship with my two kids' mother, and it wasn't a building relationship. It was a struggling relationship, and that's what it was. It was everything, we was hoping that it was getting good. When it was good, it was a what do you call that? It was more of a physical thing, more than a mental thing that made it good, you know. And we was very young, and both of us ain't grew up in a situation where we knew what true building a relationship was. We already had kids at an age where we should be exploring. See, that this is what they don't teach you in Love of Hip Hop and all these other reckless shows, like on MTV, BET, VH1, We TV, all these different channels that's literally promoting struggle relationships like people should be in one. Because all you're doing is every struggle relationship that you have, you're building, what you're building out of that is bitterness. You know, what you're also building out of that is, what's the word that I'm looking for? It's definitely built bitterness, but it's also a trickle down effect that you're going to be devalued by a man or woman that has plenty of value to give. Because a man or a woman will see the in your eyes that what you're used to, even see it within a week or two, because people really can't hide the the bitterness, the all the things that make you don't want to go home to your partner. You know what I'm saying? Make you want to work overtime. Make you want to do things out of the house. I might as well don't be in a relationship if I'm gonna be in a struggle one. I want to be in a building relationship, building in right directions, building that center block, having that center block in the middle, making it a situation where everything else that we build is going to be good because the center block is there now. I want that one. I don't want to keep on building something with a struggle relationship, thinking everything good, but obviously it's not. It's all about lust. It's all about physical. You got to be physical to be happy. The sex got to be good. That's the first thing a lot of simps tell me when they talking to me. Oh man, she got some. You know what I'm saying? That pussy good. This and that. Third. Or you hear relate, from friends, girlfriends of mine, what have you. You even hear what they be talking about. Well, they think it's good, and I can't leave them. That's why you must, when you having children, because a lot of these people, a lot of my, a lot of these, some of my homeboys and some of these homegirls that I know, they wasn't raised correctly to have that value, to have that understanding on their reality of who they who they with, you know, who are they exchanging their physical being to, their mental being to, who are they sharing this with? They don't know until it's too late. Those type of people that like to be in struggle relationships, because again, in this society, a lot of these so-called celebrities, especially people like Draya, and there's a lot of Drayas that being promoted. A lot of no talent celebrities are being promoted to look at. Because again, we in a feminine divine. We in a state of mind that it's a lot of a lot of degenerates, a lot of two-dimensional thinking in a three-dimensional world. You know what I'm saying? So I tell young men, maybe the woman could do that in this society, be in these struggle relationships with Pookie and Ray Ray, or a simp that ready to kill her because she been, ruining his life from the beginning, but he didn't want to see it because the sex is good. This is where you got to start understanding that it's not a good thing that that your life is going that way, either you from a man or a woman. Even if you're in, even you understand your society or not, it's still in your DNA to understand that the shit ain't working if it's not building to a better. If you're not building to a better person, of being a better person. If you're not building on being a better person, it's not working. It's not. I'm sorry to tell you guys. You got to stop looking up to uh, these non-talented people, or if you're gonna read into them, know their stories. Know, do they stay? Do they have a productive relationship? Did they ever been in a productive relationship? Even not just with the celebrities that you follow. Being as though I advise you not to follow any celebrity. I advise people to be leaders, to understand um, order, to understand logic, being rational about things. But again, you have to understand the partner you're with. If your partner is not in the same direction of mental health, mental wealth, everything that's going to make you that better person, it's time to leave him or her. It is time. Don't be in those bitter relationships. You had about five in a row, and then you don't even want to take time to get to know who you are and reflect on your life and how not to make the same mistakes you've been making for the last 5 to 10 years. You want to be in a relationship where you want to be in a mindset that, hey, if I'm going to be in a relationship, I'm going to be in a relationship that's going to build. I'm not going to listen to no celebrity like Draya and freaking all these different celebrities that we could talk about. What's her name? That I was just Megan Thee Stallion. All these people. You do not want to be in a bitter mindset, especially if you can find a value man, because a man of or value woman, because a man of value or a woman of value, they're not going to have that. I've been in relationships with women that have value to themselves, and I didn't know what to do with it because my mindset. I want to struggle. I want to see if she really loved me. Let me do something crazy. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't. Like reality doesn't work like that because it's going to lead to more. Because you're challenging somebody's mental stability. When you challenge someone's mental stability, anything can happen. It's no level. It can get high, low, whatever. It's no level. Then you lose out, especially if that person has value. And now you're back with the person that you were struggling with. You know what I'm saying? I actually should have named this whole video Struggle versus Value Relationships. And that's what I want you guys to understand. People like Megan Thee Stallion, what's his name? Tory Lanez and Draya, these people are going to be lonely because money doesn't fix mental, the head, the mind, the body, the soul. Money doesn't fix that. Actually, it gets worse if you in that two-dimensional stratosphere that you don't understand the reality. It gets worse. I really want to tell you that. You know what I'm saying? As a regular dude on YouTube trying to give advice that been through a whole lot, 40-year-old black man, been through a whole lot. I see it on an everyday basis. I went through it. I won't advise no one to go through being with terrible women. I don't care how good looking she is. I don't care how sweet the pussy is. I don't value, excuse my language. I hate cursing, you know what I'm saying? But this is YouTube. But I hate when a man, lusting, because it ain't no loving, lusting for the wrong woman that don't deserve it, and vice versa. You know, I mean, if you think you deserve to have different issues when life is already hard, especially for a black man. When you supposed to go home to your woman, you're supposed to go home to a woman that's giving you the tools to relax if you need to relax, to better yourself if you need to better yourself, have less arguments. You're gonna have arguments, but have less arguments. Not going overboard, you know, and that's the problem. The people going overboard. All right. So anyway, I wanted to do something quick on here. Please like and subscribe. Something I should have said at the beginning of this video. Like and subscribe to my video, to my YouTube channel, Dream Big Podcast. And I hope you like my new light because I know I be looking dark as hell on it. I'm already a dark skinned man, And please, and I want to keep this. I want to keep saying this because it's about what I'm about to say. This particular video. You guys have to start being with the right woman. I don't want to, put so much opinion on how I think it ain't a lot of good women out there. But you have to understand your reality. If you live a certain way, certain people is going to be drawn to you, either good or bad or in between. But remember what I say. Find who you are before anything. Understand your reality before anything. You can't rationalize with people that don't want that's irrational. You can't be done. All right. Again, like and subscribe. Share this video, and I'm gonna be back in a couple of hours with another video. Peace out, people. Yes.